Everything you have ever done, thought, or been found, encoded in physical arrangement of matter. This is not philosophy. This is physics. Information cannot be destroyed. The laws of quantum mechanics state, information can never be destroyed, one of the best tested principles in all of science. Stephen Hawking spent 40 years trying to reconcile two laws. He could not. Neither could anyone else. Decades in direct conflict over what happens to you if you fall in. If your information cannot be destroyed's TIE, and a black hole appears to destroy its TIE, then where is the copy? Encoded in the radiation of a dying star and hiding, a copy of everything you are. 4 million solar masses. At the center of our galaxy, a black hole forms when mass collapses until the escape velocity exceeds the speed of light. Beyond the event horizon prime, nothing escapes. The event horizon, the boundary of no return, the line where the information paradox begins. The nearest confirmed black hole, 1,600 light-years away, Gaia BH1, discovered 2022. In 1974, Hawking showed that black holes radiate, a slow thermal emission, Hawking radiation. The radiation is perfectly thermal, perfectly random, carrying no information about what fell in. If the black hole evaporates completely befam, the information it swallowed is gone, and that is impossible. In 1997, Hawking and Thorne accepted a bet with Preskill. Information falling into a black hole permanently lost or not. The stakes, a baseball encyclopedia. The deeper stakes, the foundations of physics itself. In 2004, Hawking conceded. He announced a mechanism by which information could escape. Physicists were skeptical. The mechanism was vague. No one could reproduce it. Susskind publicly stated, "This is not a solution." The paradox remained open. Hawking radiation arises from quantum field theory near the event horizon. The vacuum is not empty. Virtual particle pairs flicker in and out of existence. At the horizon, a virtual pair splits. One falls in, one escapes. The escaping particle becomes real, Hawking radiation. The radiation is thermal. It has a temperature. It contains no information about what fell in. Quantum equivalent of pure static. Quantum mechanics says the radiation must carry the information. General relativity says it cannot. Both cannot be true. Susskind named the conflict black hole complementarity. No single observer can witness both the infalling information and the outgoing radiation. When researchers tried to reconcile complementarity with quantum entanglement tele, they found something that had been there the entire time. In 2012, 4 physicists, Almhiri, Marolf, Polchinski, Sully, published a paper, the AMPS paper. Black hole complementarity was internally inconsistent, proven by logic, not by measurement, by logic alone. Something must break, either the equivalence principle, or quantum mechanics, or there is a third option, the firewall. The event horizon is not smooth. It is a wall of high-energy radiation that incinerates anything that crosses. The information paradox is solved by eliminating the problem. The firewall incinerates you before you can fall in. If the firewall is real-time, general relativity is not just incomplete, it is wrong at the boundary of every black hole. The firewall hypothesis. Unproven, deeply controversial, more disturbing than the paradox it solves. What came next changed everything. In 2013, Maldacena and Susskind published ER equals EPR, a proposal that would change everything. ER, Einstein-Rosen bridges, wormholes. EPR, Einstein-Podolsky-Rosen pairs, entangled particles. They proposed these are the same thing. Every pair of entangled particles TAG, connected by a microscopic wormhole in the fabric of space-time. Every quantum mechanics laboratory, every entangled atom pair anywhere in the universe, connected by a microscopic wormhole in space-time, right now. Space-time is not fundamental. According to some researchers, Pew, it is emergent. It is built from quantum information. If ER equals EPR is correct, Biff, the information that crosses the event horizon is geometrically connected to the Hawking radiation outside, through a wormhole. The information does not need to be transmitted. It is already on the other side, connected by the geometry of space-time itself. The universe is not a smooth geometry with quantum fields on top. The geometry itself is woven from entanglement. LIGO, detecting gravitational waves from black hole mergers since 2015. The ring-down signal CO, does it carry information about the pre-merger state? MIT and Caltech researchers are investigating whether the LIGO ring-down signal contains information about the pre-merger state. The quantum computing community has become one of the most active contributors to the information paradox literature. Their technology depends on information preservation. What may be permanently unknowable is whether the information that crosses an event horizon is recoverable in any operational sense. The wormholes connecting infalling matter to Hawking radiation are not traversable. The information is preserved in principle, inaccessible in practice. You now know the complete physical description of you is indestructible. And what happens to it if you fall into a black hole? In all three cases, the information persists. In none of the three cases can you get it back. At the center of our galaxy, Sagittarius A star is waiting. 4 million solar masses, whatever fell in during 4 billion years of radiating Hawking radiation at a temperature so close to absolute zero pi, it will take longer than the current age of the universe to lose 1 gram of mass. Whatever crossed that horizon, gas clouds, stars, 4 billion years of galactic history, its information still exists, encoded in radiation indistinguishable from empty space. Unchanged, preserved, forever inaccessible. The question from the beginning: if your information cannot be destroyed tied, and a black hole appears to destroy it tied, then where is the copy? 3 answers, all preserving the information, all making it inaccessible, all derived from the same irreconcilable physics. If Hawking is right now, the copy is in the sky, in the thermal glow of an evaporating black hole, scrambled beyond any practical recovery, a computation more complex than any that could be performed in the remaining lifetime of the universe. If the firewall is reeled down, the copy never entered the black hole. It was incinerated at the horizon, converted to radiation before you could cross. The information preserved. As radiation, UCAF as a structured pattern, gone. The two are not the same thing. If ER equals EPR is correct, the copy is geometrically connected to both sides of the horizon through space-time information on both sides, connected geometrically, the wormhole non-traversable, the information real and permanently beyond reach. In all 3 cases, the information persists. In none of the 3 cases can you get it back. At the center of our galaxy, waiting, 4 billion years of infalling information, present, preserved, inaccessible, encoded in radiation indistinguishable from empty space, unchanged, preserved. The information of the paradox has not been resolved. ER equals EPR is the best current proposal. It has not been proven. It may not be provable with current instruments. Space-time built from quantum information. The universe not a geometry with fields on top but fields whose correlations produce the geometry. If ER equals EPR is correct tact, every entangled particle pair in this room connects through. Your quantum correlations are woven into the geometry of space-time. You are not separate from the universe. You are part of its structure. The geometry of space itself is woven from quantum information. And that information by the most fundamental law in physics but cannot be destroyed. The black hole will take longer than the current age of the universe to lose 1 gram of mass. The information will be encoded in that rate. What the geometry of space-time built from quantum entanglement means for the nature of reality itself, that investigation has already begun. The universe as information. The question of what happens to information when it crosses a horizon is the question of what the universe is made of. The information paradox is not about black holes. It is about whether the laws of physics are consistent with themselves at the most extreme conditions in the universe. 2 frameworks, both tested to extraordinary precision, both correct in their domain, both wrong at the same boundary. Hawking could not resolve it. Susskind could not resolve it. AMPS made it worse. ER equals EPR reframed it. Nobody has resolved it. Preskill received the baseball encyclopedia. The paradox remained open. It remains open today. The complete physical description of you, every quantum state, every configuration of matter that constitutes your existence is indestructible. This is not philosophy. This is the most fundamental law in quantum mechanics. Your information cannot be destroyed by anything. If you crossed a black hole's event horizon, Your description would not be destroyed, encoded in radiation so scrambled no computation could ever recover it. In the sky, right now, the information of everything that ever fell into the galactic center. In radiation, you cannot distinguish from empty space. LIGO continues detecting black hole mergers. Each ring-down signal a potential test of whether the information of the pre-merger two black holes merging, the ring-down signal traveling toward Earth at the speed of light, the information question embedded in that signal, unanswered. The information paradox remains open. The best minds in physics have spent 50 years on it. It has not been resolved. Two laws, both tested to extraordinary precision, both correct everywhere except at the event horizon. The next investigation, what the geometry of space-time built from quantum entanglement means for the nature of reality. That investigation has already begun. Stay close. Information cannot be destroyed. Black holes appear to destroy it. The paradox is not resolved. Your information is indestructible. The black hole does not care about the paradox. The paradox is in the physics that describes it. The physics has not been reconciled. The most brilliant physicists alive spent their careers on this question. It is still open. The question is still open. Hawking found the radiation. Hawking found the paradox. Hawking could not find the resolution. He conceded. The paradox remained. At the center of our galaxy, right now, the information of everything that fell in over 4 billion years exists in the geometry of space-time and preserved, forever inaccessible, the paradox unresolved, the information guaranteed. These are not contradictions, they are the current state of the physics. The information of everything you are seed, indestructible, the copycat in the Hawking radiation of a dying star, unchanged, beyond recovery, the event horizon, the most consequential line in physics, 50 years of the best minds, still unresolved, still there. The question that will follow you, if your information cannot be destroyed, somewhere in this universe, encoded in the radiation of a dying star, is a copy of everything you are. Every black hole in the observable universe, all carrying their information as Hawking radiation, all inaccessible, all preserved. The investigation has already begun. ER equals EPR, space-time from entanglement, the nature of reality itself, at stake. Unchanged, preserved, the paradox open, the information inaccessible, the black hole patient. It was there before the first physicist described it. It has not changed. It is there now. It is there now. The copy of you, preserved, in radiation indistinguishable from nothing, forever inaccessible. The paradox is not resolved. The information is not recoverable. The question is still open. Everything you are, King, indestructible.